So if you haven't heard the good news already, Blender version 3.1 is going to support Caustics for transparent materials. So today I'm going to show you how to make this awesome swimming pool. You can see those awesome Caustics in the water. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to be making this awesome swimming pool. So this is the new Caustics in Blender version 3.1, and this is what it looks like in the old version of Blender. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is go over to the Blender website and press the download button. Then you want to scroll all the way to the bottom and press download Blender Experimental. Then you want to press patch. It's very experimental, this feature. And the version that you want to download is the Blender 3.1 D13533. So pick your operating system, whether that be Windows, Mac or Linux. Download the 13533 zip file, download it to your desktop and unzip it. So here I've just unzipped that zip file to my desktop. If you look inside, you'll see the Blender executable. So just double click that to run it. And let's make a swimming pool. So I'm just going to select everything in my scene, just delete it. And let's make a plane. I'm just going to scale that up a bit. This is going to be the bottom of our swimming pool. And I'm going to press Ctrl A to apply the scale. Now I'm just going to tab into edit mode, face select tool, click on the plane and press E to extrude and extrude upwards a little bit. And this is just going to make the depth of the swimming pool. So I'll select it about there. And I'm actually going to delete the face. So I'm just going to press X and press face. Then I'm just going to select my top edges here of the swimming pool, and I'm going to press E to extrude, press S to scale, and scale it outwards a little bit. And that's going to form the basis of a swimming pool. Okay, so now I'm going to add another plane. Just bring it up here a little bit. And I'm going to go to the modifiers, and then I'm going to add an ocean modifier. And at the moment that's way too big, so I'm just going to bring down the scale just so that it fits within the swimming pool. And we're going to have to adjust the spatial size here as well. Actually, let's just go to spectrum. Let's go shallow water. And let's bring up the viewport and render resolution. Let's bring the depth down to 10 meters. And let's just get the spatial size right first. Just go to wireframe mode, that might make things easier. Something like that, just so that the ocean extends out from the interior of the pool. I'll just go back into viewport shading. So what I might actually do is I'll increase the size again, just so we flatten out those waves a little bit. Leave the spatial size at 43. Let's bring the size down. Okay, so let's just bring down the waves tab here, and let's just reduce the scale of the waves just so we've got a much flatter water surface. Make it something that would look like kind of like a swimming pool. Maybe even exaggerate it just a little bit. Let's drop the choppiness right down. Something like that would be alright, I reckon. And let's just press G and Z and bring it down so it's inside our swimming pool. So it looks like we've got a water surface now. And let's apply material to it. So click that, let's just call this water. And I'm going to turn this into let's make a glass shader. And index refraction for water is 1.33, I think. Yep, 1.33. And let's bring the roughness down. Let's give it a slight blue tint. And let's just render that. Oh, be sure to go to your render editor and change that to cycles. I'm going to select my GPU and let's render. And I need to add a light source. So press Shift A, light, sun, and bring that up. Press G and Y, I'm going to move it to this side, and then I want to rotate around the X axis, so press R and X, and I'll bring it down so it's kind of like at that angle. And let's add a camera while we're at it. Just going to bring the camera down a little bit, something like that. Let's render that out and see what it looks like. And we could probably increase the, actually let's drop, actually leave it as it is. Let's increase the brightness. Maybe the water's a little bit too dark. Maybe if I adjust the angle a little bit. I'm going to make it a little bit more of a greeny blue. Something like that's pretty good. Okay, let's get Caustics going. So the way Caustics work in this current version of Blender, this might change with the subsequent releases, but you need to have a Caustics light source. You need to have a Caustics caster, which will be the transparent material, and then you need to have an object to receive the Caustics. So you set that up this way. So you press the light source, go to your light properties here and press Caustic Light. So that will enable the light source here as the source of the Caustics. Then you click the glass or water material, whatever you want to create the Caustics, and go to your object properties. And if you can't find it, you just use the search here and type in caustic, and it will bring up these here. So you want this to be the caustic caster. This will be the object, the transparent material that's causing the caustics. So you click that, and then you need to have material to receive the caustics, which will be the bottom of our pool in this case. So you want that to be the caustic receiver. And there you go. And now you can see some caustics on the bottom of our pool, and it's that easy. So this is what it looks like with the new Caustics feature. And this is what it looks like without. Very plain and unrealistic. You turn it back on again. And then you see those caustics that you'd normally expect on the bottom of a swimming pool. And if you want to, you can animate this swimming pool. You can click on your wave modify here. And you can animate this time feature here. So you can just bring up your timeline, and at frame 1, set it to time 0. Click on time, press I to activate keyframe. Let's go to frame 250, set it to something like time 5, and then I to keyframe it there. And now if you play the timeline, and here, bring up your timeline, press T, and we want to use linear interpolation, because at the moment it's starting off slowly and gets up to speed, and then it slows down at the end, but we just want it to be constant. So if you just press linear, and we'll go back to the start and play, and you can see the waves moving there. So that's how I made that animation there. Thanks for watching this really quick tutorial. If you like this video, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for future updates. Thanks.